the first whistle will be to allow the players to take the knee with this unified message that there is no place for discrimination of any kind. And all 22 players make that statement, and there is a unanimous round of applause at the sight of them all taking the knee. So by the time Liverpool play again, City could be 4 points clear of them. The Blues have back-to-back home matches, Brighton today, Watford on Saturday. That's all before Liverpool take on Everton in the Merseyside derby on Sunday afternoon. Rodri's the furthest man at the moment, although Stones and Laporte are making their way to the edge of the area as well. Indeed, Laporte signalled with the outstretched palm, just wait until I get into position. And De Bruyne swings it in, it's headed up in the air. Mahrez on the volley! Well, he connected, but it wasn't on target, but it was a good hit, Sean.
Yes, it was a beautiful strike, and in all fairness, I would have expected him to hit the target. This was what we was anticipating, a really bright start. I think Mahrez will be disappointed he hasn't hit the target, because he does possess that technique. If you want that ball to fall to someone, you'd want it to fall to Mahrez because of his beautiful technique.
Now then, City have it with De Bruyne near the halfway line. Outside it goes to Foden, back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne charging towards goal, hits a shot wide. It was a good hit. And Sanchez full stretch, but it's beyond the post.
This is more like City. Again, there's Kevin De Bruyne, who's involved in a lot of these driving situations or creative situations. This time it's just on the edge of the box. He rushes slightly. He probably wants another fraction of a second to have more control in that shot.
March tries to get beyond Joao Cancelo, and Ederson has to make his first gather to make sure the cross doesn't reach a target. He then bowls it out to Foden. On it goes to De Bruyne. De Bruyne now plays it towards Bernardo Silva. City in the penalty area. Bernardo Silva skipping one way, bends it the other, and Sanchez makes the save.
It doesn't possess it has the accuracy, but doesn't have the power that he'd like to have. Certainly much better by City.
Well, De Bruyne has gone over to take it. Diaz is now a new target for City to try and pick out. Laporte and Stones are in there too. De Bruyne plays it across short to Gundogan. Gundogan's cross is charged down. Joao Cancelo tries the shot and it's wide. It was a good hit. Takes a little deflection, I think. It's gone out for a corner. Another City corner.
Well, that's Joao Cancelo getting warmed up. Receives it, comes to him just on the edge of the box there. Just pulls it slightly.
Another City corner though. Foden and De Bruyne hovering over the delivery. It's going to be De Bruyne with the in-swinger. Well, he's played it all the way across, and the corner is deflected. Sorry, the shot is deflected for a corner, I beg your pardon, from Rodri.
Wow, some technique there by Rodri. His weaker foot looks as though it's a strong foot. Again, he just doesn't get around it, but he makes really good contact.
The ball breaks though for Gundogan, midway inside the City half. De Bruyne now advances. De Bruyne into Brighton territory. Keeps on going. De Bruyne tries to lay it off. Mahrez! City in front! The Brighton players think there was a handball. They think something was wrong with it, but Mike Dean says there wasn't, and it's Mahrez who's put City in front. De Bruyne drove City forward. He got to the edge of the penalty area. It broke for Riyad Mahrez, and Mahrez tucks it into the net.
Wow, it's Gundogan who first receives it, and he just spots De Bruyne, who drives forward. He gets 2 or 3 players around him, and he slips it. Well, it's a bit of a lucky bounce in how it falls to Mahrez. But Mahrez, as he goes for the shot, the defender, I think is March, who tries to put a tackle in, and he gets something on it, and it just takes it over the goalkeeper. That's the sort of luck Mahrez is needing, because he's had some opportunities and he's not got the shot off, or when he's had the shot, he's pulled it. It's taken the defender to put a challenge in, and it deflected just over the goalkeeper.
Well, there was a lengthy check by VAR, and in the end they said it is a goal, it does stand. It was a strange old finish from Mahrez. To be truthful, it was the defender that played it off him. And anyway, who cares? City are now 1-up, and the relief as much as the joy was tangible. That's going to be an in-swinging corner from Riyad Mahrez. We're in the 65th minute at the Etihad Stadium. It's played short to Foden. Foden's going to hit it. Deflection! In! Foden hit it! It took a deflection. It goes into the corner, and City have a second goal. Phil Foden takes the credit, but the defensive flick on it made it go beyond Sanchez. 2 goals, City 2-up.
The strangest thing about that goal is, while it's a short corner, it goes to Foden, and they don't really squeeze out. They're almost like saying, well, go on, have a shot. You're 10 yards outside the 18 yards. You're 28 yards or so. Go on, have a shot. But Foden, we all know, possesses a decent shot. He strikes it, deflects off the defender and goes into the opposite corner. It was bizarre because I didn't quite think it was going. Well, I didn't think it was going in, but it was also strange that they never really pushed out with really a real tempo to say we want to win this ball, and well, they're paying the price for it.
And it goes to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, who has been so influential tonight, keeps on going. Wonderful run. Lays it off to Bernardo Silva, to the edge of the penalty area. On it goes to Mahrez. Mahrez across the face of the goal. Foden hits it. Great block. Really good defending. Dunk retrieves possession for Brighton and plays it back to Sanchez. And it's played to Gross on the edge of the area, back to Sanchez. Sanchez clears it up to Mwepu, picked off by Zinchenko, won back by De Bruyne, hit by Bernardo Silva, and City have a third goal. It was a beautiful goal as well, absolutely exquisite, without doubt the pick of the 3 tonight. A first-time ball by you-know-who, KDB, and the first-time finish from Bernardo Silva was out of this world. City 3, Brighton 0.
Wow, I mean, again, it's pressing by Foden. Foden is pressing by South, then eventually everyone gets involved. And then we win the ball. Zinchenko comes in, he wins it, and KDB just sees. I mean, we've got a bird's eye view, but Kevin De Bruyne sees it first time around the corner to Bernardo Silva, and it just takes the defense out of the game. And Bernardo just, well, he guides it into the corner. Although it's a shot, it's a pass into the corner. It's absolute quality, and lovely to see him do that celebration, run to the corner and slide on his knees. Brilliant, brilliant goal.
In the end, when you persevere with the process and with the skills and the preparation that you've earned and you've worked on throughout the season, you get your rewards. And the City fans rise as one, because the gauntlet was thrown down by Liverpool last night. For the first time since December the 4th, the Blues were knocked off their perch and the challenge was laid. Brighton came here with a game plan. They played excellent football, particularly in the first half. City had to really work at it. But once they broke through Riyad Mahrez's 23rd goal of the season, the game was theirs for the taking. Kevin De Bruyne was instrumental in the opening goal. He was breathtaking throughout. Phil Foden made it 2 with a deflected shot, and then a little flick from KDB into the path of Bernardo Silva, who swept it in like a pass from the edge of the penalty area. That made it 3-0, and the Blues had grabbed the 3 points. They are a point above Liverpool. If they beat Watford on Saturday, they'll be 4 above Liverpool before Liverpool enter the Merseyside derby on Sunday afternoon. So far so good this week though. It is City 3, Brighton 0, and the Blues are back where they belong, at the top of the table.